What's up, Smash Bros fans? It's Zach from Switchforce, and Sakurai's latest column just dropped, and it's got some real juicy details on development of the game and on those new fighters that are coming after the Fighters Pass. Normally I don't cover this kind of stuff, but I was so pumped to hear that there would be more characters hitting the roster after the Fighters Pass. And I'm really hopeful that it'll be some Nintendo mainstays after the third-party palooza that this Fighters Pass has become. Don't get me wrong, I think there are definitely some really cool characters in this first DLC round, but I'm hopeful that Sakurai can work some magic with the extra ones. So he says that like the Fighters Pass, Nintendo will be choosing the characters for additional DLC. He will make the final decision on if the character would work. Now definitely let me know in the comments down below what characters you hope to see out of these additional fighters, and hit that like button if you are pumped that Smash Bros. Ultimate will continue beyond the Fighters Pass. Now, I'm hopeful that Nintendo decides to pay attention to some of their mainstay characters and franchises, and maybe even some of their newer franchises, maybe things that found new life on Switch. You know, they really wanted to emphasize third parties, and Sakurai seems really on board with that because he loves supporting Japanese developers and franchises. So knowing that Nintendo will choose and Sakurai has the final okay, that's gotta instill confidence, and maybe Nintendo will take a bit of a different route this time around. He also says that he develops each character from its concept to release, while the development team can work on fighter after fighter. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the only game that he's actively working on, and all of his efforts are going into it. He says he will not be taking a long break, which is kind of odd because this is the dude that never takes breaks until he does, and then usually he needs a lot of rest and recuperation, but apparently he's doing okay. He says managing the development of DLC is easier than the main release, but there is still a lot to make sure of. Development of Smash Ultimate began immediately after Smash Wii U and 3DS, and he's been working on the Smash series actively for 7 to 8 years. That is a lot of time smashing away, and that's a lot of characters to choose, balance, and fully realize. He does say, though, that he still enjoys his job and feels honored to get to work with many different game franchises, and his knowledge of so many different games and so many different franchises and series and companies really makes him perfect for this job, and I think I have to agree. Like, there's no one that could probably do this with the passion and with the persistence that Sakurai has. He says when discussing a specific character for Smash, gameplay is a real important consideration. Producing characters and the new fighter announcement videos quickly isn't a bad thing. Now, I don't know if I'm reading into this maybe a little bit here, but it sounds like these fighters are going to be coming maybe quicker than we think. He's not taking a break. He says that producing characters and the fighter announcement videos quickly isn't a bad thing. It's the only game that he's actively working on. He gets the final decision. He develops each character from concept to release, so maybe we're just going to roll right through these. I know Banjo released a little bit sooner than expected, and Terry hopefully will come quickly, and then the 5th fighter, and then the 6th and the 7th and the 8th, and who knows how many. He says the magnitude of a game that is Smash Ultimate is unprecedented. With the game franchise collaborations, including Spirits, all the different songs, every fighter returning, the new fighters, the Fighters Pass, the fighters beyond the Fighters Pass, it truly is the ultimate game. And he says that if the Smash series continues after Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it will be impossible for this many characters to be represented ever again. And I think that's an interesting note to close on, because what does become of Smash Bros. After Ultimate? They are pouring everything they've got into this title. And it shows, because they're going to continue to expand the roster even beyond the initial set of DLC. Obviously, there will always be more characters that could be rostered, and Nintendo will continue to develop games, whether they're sequels or new IP, that will inevitably introduce new heroes and villains that could be a part of Smash Bros. And there are a plethora of third-party characters that have not yet seen the light of day in a Super Smash Bros. Title. But where do they really go after Ultimate? How much could they really do, especially since this is a cornucopia of modes and memories from past titles and has built out into one of the best, beefiest games, not only available on Switch, but probably available anywhere. I'm super pumped to see who the 5th and final DLC character is, and then for them to expand into the mysterious beyond. And I really hope, Sakurai, that you will bring some of those Nintendo faithful characters to the franchise. It's great that we've gotten a lot of third-party representation, but the fact that you're given an opportunity to make the final call on what Nintendo presents to you, please pick some of the ones we've been waiting for. Please. That would be so cool. So let me know in the comments down below, everybody, what you want out of those future characters and what you think of Sakurai being one of the most diligent dudes in gaming, and also one of the most genuine. I've loved seeing him in those YouTube style videos where he covered Hero and then Banjo-Kazooie. He just seems like a good guy, even though he did get me really worked up about the possibility of Banjo-Kazooie hitting the Switch and then said, go download it on Xbox One. That was a bit of a blindsided blow, but hey, I'll forgive you, Sakurai. Just keep those characters coming. And until next time, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. And for myself, Sakurai, and the very ultimate roster of Smash Bros, Switch Force, out.